All right, new fears, everyone, that the heavy rainfall and debris left by Hermine could hurt Florida's fight against the Zika virus. Officials warning the public right now to steer clear of any standing water. I want to go to Dr. Devi right now, who's here on set with me for a look at how people can protect themselves against this virus. I mean, Florida's already struggling significantly with this. How does the weather affect all of it?
Well, the more standing water you have, the more likelihood that you have mosquitoes breeding. So this particular mosquito that gets infected with the Zika virus, it can breed in just enough water to fill a bottle cap. So that's all it needs to actually reproduce.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
You know, they were talking about 1 square mile there in Miami as being the area that you needed to stay away from if you were a pregnant woman, for example. Do you think that that square mile is going to expand to more as a result of the hurricane?
Well, it could potentially. It's always better to be cautious, right? So the more mosquitoes you have, especially if you're in an area, even if you don't have local transmission yet, the more mosquitoes you have, the more likely that one of them will get infected with Zika and then start transmitting
What
it.
do you tell women of childbearing age about going to Florida right now?
Well, it's interesting because my sister is there also, actually. Well, so if you're pregnant, you have to be very concerned. So you want to try to avoid those areas that the CDC issued a travel alert against. If you're trying to get pregnant and you're going to an area like that, then you want to be cautious as well. Protect yourself from mosquitoes. So in terms of trying to protect yourself, especially with the hurricane, I mean, the best thing is to stay away from standing water. So for the folks who are in the hurricane path, for example, you know, we're used to thinking about the water flooding the streets or swimming pools, but actually with the debris, I mean, even if you have bottle cans, spare tires, you know, gutters that are clogged, all these pool covers that might have water in it, you want to try to get rid of all of those things. And then if you do get bitten by a mosquito in an area that might be high risk, if you're a woman and you're trying to get pregnant, maybe wait 8 weeks just to be safe. That's how long it takes to clear the virus.
Oh my goodness.
And if you're a man trying to get someone pregnant or having sex with someone who's pregnant, you want to wait 6 months if you could be infected
6 months.
with Zika.
Oh my goodness. Are you worried about this becoming a real epidemic?
I do have some worries about it because the thing is, I mean, we had the Ebola situation just a couple years ago and people got very worried about that. And I think now, because we tended to get through that relatively safely, we're not taking this as seriously as we should. And on top of that, you know, with Ebola, it was more a matter of supportive treatment. If you could get through it, you would be okay. Whereas here, we don't have a treatment, we don't have a vaccine, and if a child gets infected, so if the baby gets infected in the mother's womb, well, that's a lifetime that's going to affect that child and the family.
Well, Dr. Devi, thank you so much for explaining it all. Good to have you here.